They put millions of my houses. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
Was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, save facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. May fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
to grow. Just obstacle set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage is safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog.
That's right. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatham. Yahweh Shamar Alatham Bashim Yahshua is priest and also Dawa Shav of the ISUPK. Also got my main man with me, man. Officer Itazah. What's going on, Warrior? Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Barakatah. Today is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. Every single Tuesday, we broadcast live from Orlando, Florida, where we dive into topics revolving Brotherhood. All right, so every single Tuesday, man, you can, some Tuesday you can catch us at the library at Hart Memorial Library from 6:30 to 8:30, and that's in Kissimmee, Florida, all right? So, of course, we got the login or the sign-in, Salakia, for anybody that's new in the school, looking to get their Hebrew name, coming up on their 90 days. In order to get credit to go towards to receiving your Hebrew name, make sure you sign in. Click the link, fill out the information, so that way you can get counted for attendance. Also got the StreamYard link available for anybody that would like to join the live broadcast. Feel free to click on the link. Anybody, brother or sister, whoever want to join, you know what I'm saying, you're free to do so. All right, shalom, everybody that be on here weekly. You know what I'm saying? Doing with your due diligence and making sure you get this truth, man. So make most sign Christ for that. And of course, if you got any questions that you didn't get an opportunity to ask in last night mandatory scripture breakdown class, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to do so to ask in this class. I'll be able to get to it. If not, of course, I'll find the answer for you. Other than that, if you ain't got no questions, man, we'll jump into the topic, man. What's going on outside to Zave? You got anything in mind that you want to dive into a bit?
Not laughing.
Okay. All right. So if there's no questions, man, we're going to go ahead and dive into the topic, man, with all that's going on in the world today. You know what I mean? Right now, we on the brink of World War III, full out war, full out chaos. You know, all type of attacks are being done. You know what I mean? So this is something that is major impact on all, you know, living human beings on this earth, right? So what we have to understand is what's going on out there in the Middle East with the conflict between the Palestinians and the so-called Jewish men, and what's going on between Russia and Ukraine. All these things is conflicts that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians should not be involved with. Meaning we should not give our support on neither sides in this conflict, right? Or be willing to stand with any side on this conflict, right? What's going on with them and relativity, it has actually nothing to do with us, really, right? Meaning this is something that's not our fight. This is not our plight to stand up and to show solidarity and to act like, we can, make a change between what's going on with them. What we need to be concerned with as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians on what we need to do to fix our community, right? To clean up our act and to build up our nation, right? Because what's going on is the Lord is judging these other nations for what they did unto us. And us being the chosen people of God, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? The Lord chose us to rule this earth, right? He chose us to be rightful owners of what they call the Middle East, the rightful owners of the land of Israel. And the Lord is getting ready to evict the people that don't belong on that land. And he's going to bring the rightful owners, the true owners of that land back there once we get our act together, all right? I do see a question in the chat. Let me see if I can pull this question up. And let's see here. It says, I'm in the medical field, and a white woman told me that white woman told me, white woman, I'm guessing that's right. White woman told me that white woman will live forever and continue to be with black men, but the white woman would die off. What could she have meant? It didn't make any sense. You understand that a bit, Isupk? I'm not quite getting that, sis.
Let me try to read it again. Hold on, actually.
Okay. Trying to believe. If I read that wrong, sis, Salaki, if you can bear with me. I'm trying to understand it. What's going on, Warrior Shalom? Yabashim Shukata.
Hey, Shalom. Yeah, but some straight break the thumb.
Shalom, yo, hey, so it says, I'm in the medical field, and a white woman told me that
Tell me that she is white. Will live forever.
Okay, I'm in the medical field, and a white woman told me that white women will live forever and continue to be with black men, but the white man will die off.
I think I'm getting her question a little bit. I think she's saying that the white woman will live longer than the white man as long as they're with black men. I think that's the question, right?
I think that's what the doctor lady meant.
Okay.
Or whoever it was.
Right. Not the question, but what the doctor lady said.
So, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
is she trying to say that, but like if their genes mixed with black people genes, they will, so-called blacks, they will live longer?
Yeah, I think that's the statement that the I guess the medical person made towards the sister, and I guess now she's asking what she meant by that. In actuality, she didn't mean a damn thing by that, you know what I'm saying? She just talking out of her behind, you know what I'm saying? But there is no proof to, I guess, with gene mixing that they will live longer. Now, of course, you have traits that's recessive on their side that they try to gain by, interracially marrying with other nations to be to get more dominant traits. You know what I'm saying? They're with their genes and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I know with their skin, you know what I mean, they without having no pigmentation, they run the risk of getting skin cancer, a high risk of getting skin cancer. So oftentimes they'll find somebody that's melanated to sleep with so their offspring maybe can, have a darker hue and, have a lesser chance of getting skin cancer. Or the abilities of I know that's something that they do for their offspring. As far as a white woman living longer, a lot. If I could, let me get Deuteronomy. What is it, 7:3, where it talks about interracial marriage? Let's get that in the Bible. So y'all don't think. I mean, we kind of went through this a few classes ago on Tuesday about the times of Noah and what was taking place before the Lord flooded the earth, right? And the major thing that people skip over, right? Not only, of course, the fact that there was wickedness that increased on the earth, but the main thing that people don't want to face is the fact that people was interracially marrying in the time of Noah, right? They'll try to say that the sons of gods were angels that slept with the children of men, talking about humans and angels and humans were sleeping with each other, and boom, giants was formed on the earth, right? When it was not at all talking about that, right? That's just a straight up fairy tale, right? It's simply talking about the chosen people of God at that time sleeping with the other people that existed on the earth, right? And the Lord did not accept that. He did not accept his chosen bloodline of people in the time of Noah sleeping with other nations of people that were not chosen. Well, guess what? The same thing is traditionally passed in our laws today, right? It's written in our records, right, that we are not supposed to be sleeping outside of our race. If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, guess what? You are one race, one race. And it's prohibited by God and by your law from God that you are to sleep with any other nation, right? So let's grab that real quick in Deuteronomy
I got it, sir.
7. All right, you got a word.
Um, can I go up to two to read that?
God, yeah, just 2 is too you got it.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 2. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
Mhm.
But thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy
No
unto them.
covenant. All right. Mercy. No covenant, no mercy. Right. And this is something that we were given to as his chosen people. Right. Now you have people on this earth that self-proclaim themselves as the chosen people of God. Right. The so-called Israeli and the Jewish man, they claim themselves as the chosen people of God, and they established their state in Israel as the real Jews. Now, this is something that they refer back to in their Torah and practice on this earth, right? If I'm not mistaken, Donald Trump's daughter was about to marry a Jewish man or something like that, or they did marry, and the Jewish man requested. Now, this is the president's daughter. Now anybody can look this information up. This is the president's daughter, right? The Jewish man requested that she converted into Judaism in order to marry the man, the Jewish man. You get what I'm saying, right? Because for them to practice that, they understand that they're not supposed to be sleeping with nobody outside of their race, right? Because this is what's written there in their Torah, right? But don't nobody bat the eye and look at that as hate, right? Then nobody tried to stop Donald Trump's daughter from marrying this Jewish man, right? And proclaim it as bigotry or discrimination, right? Just because he preferred his wife to have the same belief as him, right? Because it's against his belief to lay down with anybody outside of his race. Well, guess what? As Black people, this law only pertains to us, all right? And it's told unto us that we are not supposed to be joining other nations, right? We're not supposed to be making covenants. We're not supposed to be racially marrying with them. None of that stuff, right? And guess what? We'll be just as prosperous as their community is, right? This is how they gain their wealth, by maintaining their wealth within their bloodline, right? And this is the same tool that they use in order to increase their wealth on earth. Well, if Black people took this same tool and applied it to our communities, just imagine where we'll be. right? Everything great will be kept unto us. There will be no need to get rid of the Negro League. No need for a Negro to leave the ghetto so he can live in a white community. There will be no need for a black man to leave his black woman so he can get with a white woman. There will be no need of that if we simply follow this law, right? We could build a strong empire with it. I'm talking about multiple baseball leagues within our own community. You know how many wealth that can draw in? Our own basketball teams, our own music industry, all these, everything that we need, right, to circulate money within our community. Right? We don't have these things because we're not following our customs and our law. Right? We're joining them, and we lose out on economics. We lose out on health. We lose out on our family structure because we want to join the other nations. Right? Read on.
Neither shall thou make marriages with them.
You should do what?
Neither shall thou make marriages with them.
Neither thou shalt not make marriages with them, right? If somebody can grab you, Baba Kashad, the article of Donald Trump's daughter marrying this Jewish man and his request. So y'all don't think I'm making it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Isupk still with me, if you're able to pull that up. You know what I mean? It says, neither shall you make marriages with them. Right? It is against the law for a black man to be sleeping with a white woman. It's not something that God wanted to happen on this earth. No matter how much protest is going out on the earth right now, and people try to proclaim love is love, and you should be free to love whoever you want to love, and all of that stuff, all of that's bullcrap, man. All right, there is a reason why the Lord don't want us to marry other nations. And the Bible is going to tell you the reason why. Right? Read on.
Thy daughter shall thou not give unto thy son, to his son,
Mm-hmm.
nor his daughter shall thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
They will do what?
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
You ever see that movie? I'm sure y'all probably see. You seen Undercover Brother?
I knew you was finna say that.
Yeah, you know I was gonna say. That is a perfect example of what the scripture is talking about, right? And of course, you know, Undercover Brother was a comedic movie, and it was just exaggerating on that part. But that is it's a clear example of what actually happens in reality. You know what I'm saying? Art imitating life. You get what I'm saying? Where we join them, and guess what? We do away with our blackness, who we are as a people, right? We try our best to please the other half, the other partner, right? And we try to make sure that we assimilate ourselves and how we talk, how we carry ourselves, how we dress, so that way we can be more accepted by them. You get what I'm saying? So that's why the Lord don't want us to be joining these other nations.
Right.
Because by joining them, we throw away our culture to try to assimilate to theirs. You get what I'm saying? And the Undercover Brother was an example. That brother had the slacks all the way to his belly button. You know what I'm saying? He had the sweater tied around his neck.
It's
Talking
like
all
that.
funny. Yeah.
That nigga put mayonnaise on his sandwich. That
Put
nigga,
his mayonnaise on his sandwich.
the
He
way
had a
he was.
watch, if I'm not mistaken, with hot sauce or something like that. So he could try to hide the fact. You know what I mean? Like, this is why God did not want us to do that. You know what I mean? We lose out on our culture. We lose out on who we are by trying to join them. Did anybody find the article of I just done dropped out the
Yeah,
live.
he got that, but I can't look down up because I get kicked out.
Okay. Well, you know, anybody in the chat and the sister as well, you know, y'all free to look that up, right? Just type it in Google. Donald Trump's daughter marrying Jewish man, or Jewish man told Donald Trump daughter to convert to Judaism, something like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that they practice in order to maintain their success, to maintain their authority on this earth. You get what I'm saying? Well, this is meant for us, for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is something that we should practice in order to allow us to have security on this earth. All right? We'll never gain that level if we're trying to join them and assimilate to their culture. We'll never gain that level. Right? Leaving out the hood to be with some white woman, guess what happens to the hood then? Right? You get rich and wealthy and you want to quick to move out so you can live behind some white, white man's home association, you know what I mean? And have some gated community and all of that stuff.
Well, guess what happens
to the hood that you left out of?
Slocky, sir. You sounded like a robot.
Oh, okay. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Can you hear me now?
You still sounding like that.
All right. Give me 1 second. How about now?
You still got static in it.
Okay, hold on. Okay, how I'm sounding now?
You clear, sir.
I'm good. I had the water. All right, so yeah, that's why we shouldn't do it. All right, we shouldn't out there, trying to lay with them and get down with them, man, because you gonna throw away who you are just so you can try to appease them. You know what I mean? All right. So I don't know. I guess I hope that answered your question. But whatever she meant by that, she didn't mean a damn thing. She's just talking out of a beehive. You know what I mean? A lot of people just love to make up stuff, right? Just so it can seem like we're all together in one. Right? What does that say? The water. What does that say? Trump was baffled by Ivanka's conversion to Judaism. That's the man right there that she married, right? This man is a Jewish man, right? And Donald Trump, being the president of the most powerful country on earth, called the United States of America, right? That still did not outweigh the fact that her daughter had to convert to his belief in order to marry him, right? That man was not fazed at the fact that her father was the president of the free world, the ruler of the free world, right? He knew the most important thing with making her my wife, that she has to believe what I believe, right? You know why? Because the Torah tells him so, right? And this is something that they practice all the time within their community, and never, ever has it ever been classified as hate. Never has it ever been classified as some evil movement, right? Well, now they're trying to talk down on them because what they're doing to the Palestinians. Nobody's ever talking down on them for making sure that they marry their own or do business with their own, right? But when it comes to us, there's always a double standard. They only feed you that garbage to keep you a slave. They only feed you that lie that we are all one and we all should join hands together and live in harmony just to keep you a slave, man. Because don't no other community or race of people believe that or practice that on this earth. All of them understand the importance of maintaining their heritage and their bloodline. All of them. Regardless if you're the president's daughter. All right? Oh, okay. So she is saying interracial marriage is the best way to go. They get desperate out here, huh? These white women. She want to live long. Listen, so these other nations don't see the greatness in you, black man. Somebody give me Yahweh Shai in Matthew 15, if I could. Matthew 15 and 24. Y'all know what I want, right? They see the greatness in the black man, right? But here's the thing: the greatness that's in you, black man, is meant for the black woman and the Hispanic woman and Native Indian woman, right? It's not meant for nobody else. They feel so unsatisfied with the half a homosexual I'm sorry, the half a LGBT of a man that they have at home, right? Their counterpart, the white man that they have, you know what I'm saying? So they're trying to find any means or any idea for them to go out and sleep with black men. Don't fall for it, brother. Do not fall for it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We need our sisters, man.
Sir.
Go ahead.
You can call them Rakak.
Oh, Rakak. My bad.
Rakak with a K at the end.
Oh, Rakak. All right,
Yeah.
Rakak. You know what I mean? That's what their men are known for. That's what they do in their homes. You get what I'm saying? She tired of that. She see the black man walking all strong. You know what I mean? See the muscles, the agility he got, and she get to fantasizing. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where she's making up an idea in her mind that she'll live longer if she lay down with you. Like she's giving, they become a delusional now. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because they know the greatness that's in you, and this happened before, right? We're gonna read about it where Jesus Christ encountered the same thing, right? Let's get that in Matthew 15.
Come on, sir.
Come on.
All right, you got that.
It's lucky, sir.
Who you said got it,
Lucky,
sir?
so you can hear me?
Oh, oh, my bad. Young man, Lou, you got it, Lou. I know you read
Come on,
last time.
come. Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. Would you like me to start at 24? I don't want.
If you could start me up a little bit to where they first started interacting with each other. I think it's like 22 or something like that. All right, you got it.
Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 22. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying,
Right.
Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. Verse
Right.
23.
So according to the scripture, this woman is what? Right? What race is this woman?
Sluggish, sir.
Mm-hmm.
She's an African.
Mm.
Rocky.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Edomite.
She's an Edomite. How do we know that? Do we know the precept? Do anybody know the precept?
Oh,
I think
oh
in
man.
Mark,
It says what did it say? Of Canaan, right? That's what it say in that verse, Lou?
Can't, sir.
Right? That means of Canaan, right? Meaning she's not actually of the seed of Canaan, but she lives in that region, right? What they call Canaan, right? You said Salaki Jaheem?
I think the precept in Mark where it say a Syrophoenician by nation, that's what it say, or Greek by nation, either way, I forgot. So let me find it.
All right. Just let me know whenever you get there, right? So this is a Greek woman, right? Historically, everybody knows the Greeks as what? As what race?
Sluggish, sir.
Mm-hmm.
They're known as Edomites. I don't want.
Yeah, Caucasian, white race. You know what I'm saying? So what they call now? They call them. I ain't even gonna say that shit. Sound pause, but they say spicy white. You know, say pause. You know what I mean? Like that's the white with little bit of seasoning on it. You know what I mean? Like that's not all the way hillbilly white, but this is a little bit of Greek. You know, Spain or whatever they want to throw in there. But overall, they just look Caucasian. You get what I'm saying? So this white woman, right? And we're gonna prove that in the scripture that she is a white woman. Right? Whoever got it,
I got it.
or you got it, Ward.
The book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 25. For a certain woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit
Mm-hmm.
heard of him and came and fell at his feet. Verse 26. The woman was a Greek.
A what?
A Greek.
She was Greek. Read on.
A Syrophoenician by nation.
Right. So why does it say she was of Canaan? Because she was Syrophoenician by nation. What is Syrophoenician? What is that? Do anybody know? Right. That is the region where the Greeks conquered at. Right. Somebody said Salakia?
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. God, yeah. God. It's an area where the Greeks conquered, right? They made many provinces in the Middle East, right? Alexander the Greek is notorious for conquering that region, all throughout Egypt, right? And that Egypt is where? In the land of Canaan. You get what I'm saying? All throughout the Middle East, all the way down to India. You know what I'm saying? Alexander the Greek was notorious for conquering and setting up provinces in those areas, right? So this woman who lived within that region, right, was not a African because she was in that region, but her bloodline traced to her being a Greek, right? The same way a Chinese man living in Africa, guess what? He's still what?
Like I said,
Go ahead.
he's still a man. He's still a,
Oh, my bad, Lou. Go ahead, Lou.
like he's still a Chinese man. So it's like saying Salaga. So it's like saying she's a white South African.
Yeah, you can say that, right? The white European South Africa. You know what I mean? Like they still white even though they live in Africa. You know what I mean? And yeah, exactly right. Right. So she lived in that region, right? But she was a Greek. Right. Now let's go back to that read that one more time, Luke, Matthew 15.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 22. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil.
Who is
Verse
she saying
23.
this to? Who is this Greek woman saying this to? Who is the son of David?
Look,
Go ahead.
talking about Yahweh.
Talking about Yahushua, Jesus Christ, who the world knows as Jesus Christ. Right? Now, how does this correlate to what we're talking about? Where towards the sister, in reference to the sister question of white women wanting to sleep with black men, but because they see the greatness in them, right? And they see their ability and they're melanated, right? And they think they're gonna live longer by dealing with black men. Well, what correlation does this have to do with that topic or that question, right? Because we know the woman that's asking this question is Greek, which is white, right? So what does that make Yahushua do?
Make him make him a so-called black man.
So-called black man, right? Christ is a black man. Precept. How do we know that? We ain't got to go to it. Go ahead.
Like I said, Revelations 1 and 13.
There you go. Revelations 1 and 13 would tell you the color of Christ, right? 13 through 15, if I'm not mistaken, 16 around there, right? Will tell you the color of Christ, right? Christ is a black man. Now, here is a black man walking through the land, healing people, raising the dead, right? Teaching the word of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And all his might and his authority, she's witnessing this great black man, right? She's coming to this black man for mercy, for help, for aid, because she knows that he has the ability to do it. That's the only reason why she'll come to him to do it. You know what I mean? Because she knows how great this black man is. Well, let's see how Christ responded towards this Greek woman. Right? Read on.
Verse 23. But he answered not a word,
He did what?
and he said, but he answered not a word.
That's what we got to start doing, black man. You know what I mean? Like, we got to take a page out of Jesus Christ's book. You get what I'm saying? The greatest man that ever walked the earth, that everybody will mistakenly say that he loved everybody. He just came to heal everybody. But yet, when a white woman came to ask him for mercy, he did what? He ignored her. He straight up ignored it, man. You know what I mean? And all the greatness that you have, black man, guess what? Like I mentioned, it belongs to the black woman, Hispanic woman, Native Indian woman, right? Same thing with the Hispanic man and the Native Indian man, right? Hell, y'all black anyway. So when I say black, I'm talking about all of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, that is what's needed for us to build back our community, right? Build back our families. Right now, in 2023, there is so much propaganda out there that's making sure that the family don't stay together. Making sure that we always stay at odds with each other. That we always argue with each other. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? The most important thing in building a nation is building up great families. You know what I'm saying? Because a nation is a collection of families. And when we get our families together, guess what? We'll get our nation together. And the only way we're going to get our nation together and our families together if we keep the black man and the black woman together, right? The Hispanic man and the Hispanic woman together, the Native Indian man and the Native Indian woman together, right? By us dealing with other nations is only leading us to our demise. A black man trying to get down with white women is only leading you to your demise. A black woman trying to get down with white men is only leading you to your demise, man. There is no benefit to it. It's very much detrimental because there's plenty examples of it. Plenty examples of it. I mean, you would have thought we'd have learned our lesson from Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? This brother, thought he could do the swirl with all type of white women. Guess where that landed him? Right? And it's so much of an insult as well, too, to those that came before. Imagine a brother like Emmett Till, right? Imagine if he was still alive, right? Or he was able to live through that atrocious beating that he went through and then turn around to see you now go and to sleep with a white woman. Imagine how that would make him feel. You get what I'm saying? Was beaten for what? Whistling or allegedly whistling or looking at a white woman? Allegedly, right? And later on, it was found out that it was a lie. And now in return, in honor of Emmett Till, right? We love to say Black Power and, Emmett Till, rest in peace, Emmett Till. You know what I'm saying? But in honor of that, we go and sleep with the same people that caused them to be unalive.
So like you said,
that is disrespectful. Go ahead, Soldier.
Yeah, if I may, like, it's exactly what you're saying. Like, black men, because I've talked directly to our people, and I tell them, interracial marriage is disgusting and God is against it, and they say, yeah, we only do it to get back at white people, and that's their excuse. I'm gonna go and sleep with his daughter to get back at him, as if that's doing us a favor.
Right.
As many football players get divorced and took, got half their money And now to give up millions of dollars to their white wife, you know what I'm saying? All of them leave him. None of them stay. He'll have another white wife in a couple months who's gonna sucker him out of some more money. You know what I mean? So how's that even benefiting us at all?
Yeah,
And then the ones
man.
that ain't got the money, the ones so lucky. I know I'm kind of running.
No. You got it. My bad. No, you got it.
Right? The ones that ain't got the money go and get the Miss Piggy, the most disgusting looking white woman they can find, and you sleep with that.
Mm.
And she still
God,
turn
you-
into a baby daddy and get possession of the kids and put them on child support.
God, well, you exactly
Look.
right. Go ahead, Johnny.
Like you, sir. And I don't even know why you would want to be with a white woman. They was the original cave woman. Why you even want to be with that? Like you.
Yeah, it's nowhere in the same level of desire as a black woman at all. Like in any shape or form when it comes to physical attributions, characteristics, getting down in the kitchen skills, none of it can match to the level of a black woman. You know what I mean? So go ahead, Lou.
Like it's when like the officer Isupk said, like Miss Piggy, that benchmark is right up to 350 pound mark right there. It's like right there up to 350 pound mark. Right?
That's it. Listen, it's crazy because you will never see it the other way around. You will never see a successful white man going into the hood and trying to, not saying it's acceptable because what we're reading about in the Bible, but you'll never see it the other way around where a white man will go into the hood and raise some black woman up to get her out the hood and make her his wife. You get what I'm saying? But yet when we gain success, we go out there and get the whitest trash that we can find, you know what I'm saying, and make her, our spouse. You know what I mean, when that takes away from the opportunity that black woman should have deserved, that she should deserve. You know what I'm saying? That takes away from that opportunity to build a black family, to continue on the ecosystem of building back the black community. Right? It's far more detrimental than what we think it is, right? And I remember as a youth, man, it was we used to always say to ourselves, like, woman is woman, that don't matter, I love them all. You know what I mean? And it sounds cool to say stuff like that, like, yeah, it's just just woman, you know what I mean? We love them all. You know what I'm saying? But when you put all the things in place and understand the responsibility of it, right? It's much more than just who you have pleasure with and lay down with. You know what I'm saying? It's far more bigger than just that. You dig what I'm saying? There's a whole, it's our obligation and our duty to maintain our families. And we can't do it if we're dealing with other nations. There's no way we can possibly do that. It's counterproductive. You get what I'm saying? It's far greater than just a pleasure, man. So we have to understand that, right? Any person out there that's telling you, or trying to justify the fact that a black man and a white woman should be together because it helps one of them live longer, it's all baloney. It's bull crap. You know what I'm saying? There's no science behind it. There's no fact, no proof behind it. You know what I'm saying? If she wants to, find some silly black man out there that will believe some crap like that, man, Lord be with him. You know what I mean? Lord be with that brother. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for him. You know what I mean? But if anybody that's tuning in that hears the word of of our voices and understand what we saying is coming directly out the Bible, you will know not to ever, 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 ever deal with another nation in your life. Or again, if you have done so before. You know what I'm saying? Because Christ understood the importance of it. Can you read that? Read some more. What Christ gonna say on that? Read some more.
Khan, verse 23 in the middle. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us. Verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
verse 25.
Right. This is what Christ.
Then
Christ said
came,
he is not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right. He didn't come to save her. We're not coming to save them. Right. And listen, I had slaveries in the medical field as well too. Right. And these oppressors are in a detrimental state, even in their uh, uh um position that they in on the earth. Right. These are the majority. They're not in the position as the minority, right? They have every access and resources accessible to them. You know what I'm saying? But they are dying of, or not even dying, but they are being plagued with all type of bodily ailments. You know what I'm saying? To where the, you know what I mean? Lucky. Y'all can hear me?
Come.
Okay. Yeah, they're not even as fertile as the black woman. They have to take all type of drugs. You know what I'm saying? Take all type of needles just to produce as much babies as the black woman. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they're not as dominant a race of a people as you are. You know what I'm saying? A majority of their traits are recessive, right? And this is why they try to make everything that we do look bad. They try to demonize, a big black family, right? They try to make it seem like that's ghetto to have a lot of children. When that's a blessing. You get what I'm saying? They can't do it. They gotta take all type of drugs to do what you do. You get what I'm saying? Because they understand how great you are. You know what I mean? And Christ understood the responsibility of not giving our blessings to them. Right? Read on.
verse 25. Then came she and worshipped him,
And what she
saying,
do?
Then she came, then came she and worshipped him,
She
saying,
worshiped this black man. Listen, they becoming delusional just like that. They coming up with all type
right,
of ideologies in their brain, you know what I'm saying, to be with a black man. You know what I'm saying? This woman came worshiping that black man. Yeah, Jesus Christ, a black man. Worshiping him because she knew the greatness in him. Right? Read on.
Lord, help me. Verse 26.
Mhm.
But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs.
Hold on. Pause right there, Luke. Somebody tell me what is Christ saying here? What is going on?
So lucky.
Go ahead.
He telling that Edomite, you're not worthy enough for me.
I like that answer. Yeah, that's a good answer. God, break it down some more. Break it down, bit by bit. What is Christ saying here?
Like Christ telling the Edomite, I can't take this demon out your daughter, because that's for us. That's for my people.
Mm.
I ain't coming to save you and heal your sickness. I'm here to save my people and heal their sickness. That's just what he said.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Get that brother ahead. You know what I mean? Anybody else want to add on to it? All right.
So like,
Go ahead.
but he instantly said that it's not meat to give the children's bread to the dog,
Mm-hmm.
telling her it ain't a good thing
Mm-hmm.
to give a blessing for the children of Israel to a witch.
Get that brother ahead. There you go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Salaki, son.
Go ahead.
Christ is saying, It's not meet for us to go and protest for Palestine.
There you go. You know
The
what I
thing
mean?
he has for us is meant for us. So, you know, it's not meat
Yeah.
for it's not meat that we should go and that we should go and use what he gave us to go and and use it to go and protest for Palestine and for Israel. Because
Facts. That's a
the
heavy.
love he has for us is for us and not for them.
That's a heavy point, Warrior. That's a heavy point. I like that. I like that answer. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like a black man, right? Jesus Christ told her it's not meat to give the children's bread to cast it unto dogs. You know what I'm saying? You are a blessing, black man. You know what I'm saying? Hispanic man,
Right,
Native Indian man. You are a blessing on this earth. The what we have to produce, you know what I'm saying, on this earth, right, is limitless. And these other nations, they know that. So they find any type of way, and even in the movie Undercover Brother, they knew the only way to stop that man is to do what? The only way they knew to stop this man, you know what I mean, is to do what? To persuade them with a white woman. You get what I'm saying? These other nations, they know who you are. They know, they see your greatness. You get what I'm saying? And you being a blessing, it is not good for you to take what the Lord blessed you with and to cast it to some witch. Because that's how the Lord sees these other nations. They
right.
see them as bitch. You know what I mean? That's I don't know if I can spell it out, or they gonna jam me up for that. But I already spelled it out
You
anyway.
too
But yeah. All right. Kind, you know what I mean? That's how they are. That's why every time I remember I used to go to school in the morning. You know what I mean? Of course I'm an Israelite, so I'm gonna be fresh in the morning, making sure I take a shower in the morning. You dig what I'm saying? I hop on
Right.
a school bus. You know what I mean? I walk past the Edomite that's on the bus. He's smelling like a straight wet dog.
Oh,
Like, how is that possible? You get what I'm saying? They don't meet up to the same standards as us. They're not on the same level at us. Even though we're at the bottom. And listen, Christ is from the hood. He's from the ghetto just like you. He's from Nazareth.
right.
You get what I'm saying? And she's still seeing this ghetto black man, right? And still seeing the greatness in him. You get what I'm saying? Don't even think just because we at the bottom right now that we're not great. Right? They still know your greatness, man. And guess what? Even in the bottom, man, we still have to understand that that blessing only belongs to us. And we only have each other to rely on and nobody else. All right. So I think I, spoke on the topic long enough. But yeah, that lady's delusional, man. Lord be with her and whoever decides to be with her. Good night. All right. Any other questions? I guess I'll go into the topic. Go ahead. Somebody says Salaki.
I'll say something real quick, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, sir, I think why black men love the oppressor's daughters is because they love the oppressor. So since they love the oppressor, like how the oppressor love money, they dedicate their life to getting money. So the oppressor love their own. So and the black man, he love the oppressor. So I might as well get me an oppressor daughter because I love the oppressor so much. So even if it is to hate my own, hate me, I'm still go marry his daughter. Like
Yeah, Khan, you're exactly right. It's all conditioning. You know what I'm saying? It's all conditioning. They conditioned you to hate yourself. That's all it really is, right? Don't know, like bandwagoning happens more broader on a grand scale than we know. You get what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be a part of the losing team, right? It's more fun to be a part of the winning team, right? And guess who's the winning team? Like, y'all still hear me?
don't come.
Right? We're not part of the winning team right now, or so it seems, right? So of course everybody wants to jump ship and join the bandwagon. You get what I'm saying? They want to be a part of the winning team. They want to be a part of the majority because they're tired of being a minority. Well, guess what? God loves the minority. He loves the underdog, right? He loves the losing team, the one that's on the bottom right now. You know why? Because they are his children. And even
Right.
at this position that we in right now, it's not going to be for long. Sooner enough, we're not going to see. No longer are we going to see black families broken up anymore. Soon enough, right? Soon enough on this earth, there is going to be no such thing as a single parent black household or Hispanic or Native Indian household. Watch,
Right.
watch and believe. Watch in the near future, you're gonna find that out. That's gonna be an anomaly. Like what? This is a single with children, and her husband is still around. That is something that's gonna be like weird, strange to think about. You get what I'm saying? Because what Christ came to do is to reestablish that. That's what Christ came to do. That's the bread that belongs to the children. He came to feed us with the knowledge on how to build back our nation. And these other nations, they got their nation. These Europeans, Israelis, let them sleep with each other and bomb each other and kill each other, and let's raise each other up as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, so that way we don't have to get caught up in their crossfire. All right. So with that, I'm gonna jump into the topic. What time it is, if I could, Baba Kashash?
Slide, sir.
Go ahead.
I got a small question. I don't.
Got a question? Yeah, I know Monday mandatory class, man. Also, Kazak Lamar be doing a hell of a job, man. Make sure y'all tune in. You know what I mean?
Salacious.
Nah, y'all good.
It's,
You good.
Salacious. It's just
You
I
got
just
it.
wanted to know about it's in the book of Leviticus.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question on Leviticus 15 and 24 and Leviticus 20 and 20 and 18.
All right, what that say?
Slightly, so the question is based on a woman's how can I say when she is on a period.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so verse 24. Can I read it?
Come on, you got it.
So verse 24, the book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
And if any man lie with her at all, and her flower be upon him, ye shall be unclean 7 days. All all the bed whereon ye layeth shall be unclean.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, in this verse, I think we went over this. I think probably like a couple classes ago or whatnot. But yeah, this is
Monday,
talking about.
Come,
You said what?
Monday,
come,
yesterday.
sir.
Oh, Monday you went over this too as well. Yeah. So
Sir,
yeah, this is. Uh-huh.
sir.
No, you got it.
Um,
You got it.
I
What?
just want
Mm-hmm.
sir. Um, I I understand that one, but in the other verse it says the same thing. Not the same thing, but it sounds like in both verses they're sleeping with each other,
Mm-hmm.
and but in the one you are cut off, in the other one you are unclean 7 days. So I just wanted
Right.
to know, if you maybe just could
Con,
help me
and
out
I'm
with that.
glad. Nah, yeah, that's a good question. I'll answer it for you, and I'm glad that you did ask this question because I remember not too. I think what yesterday I seen a video online. If Itazawa, somebody could pull it up, man. This video is wild. This rap in 2023 is off the chain. I don't know what they rapping about now. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, right? So the difference between the two is simply this. At in one verse is where the man is unaware, and the other verse is where he is aware, right? I know majority of some women they can track their cycles, right? Meaning they know in what day of the month that they're gonna reach their cycle or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And they got a clear understanding of it, right? In some cases, right? It can be where they don't have a good enough gauge, right? Or there is not tracked as good as they would like it to be, or even at the time that we're reading about right now, in the time of of Moses, right? In Leviticus, right? She can be just chilling and then boop, it pops up right then and there. You get what I'm saying? Or he can be in the act doing his thing and then boop, it pops up right then and there. You dig what I'm saying? So if it's something
Okay.
that where he's not aware of, then this is what he'll do, right? Read that in verse 24.
Okay. The book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 24. And if any man lie with her at all, and her flower be upon him, he shall be unclean 7 days, and all the bed whereon he lieth shall be unclean.
Right. It shall be unclean, like we mentioned, right? The whole reasoning behind clean and unclean laws is for what? What purpose?
Um, so like so
Go ahead.
you said to like so that there become no disease in the congregation.
There you go, right? You're exactly right. For hygienical purposes, right? This is what the Lord implemented so that we don't spread diseases amongst each other, right? So in the Bible, it refers it to as being clean or being unclean, right? So if a man is unaware and he lies with a woman, right, he will be unclean for 7 days, meaning he must quarantine himself for 7 days, right? He'll bathe, then quarantine himself, and on that seventh day, on sundown, that's when he can come or back around the congregation. You get what I'm saying? So that way he don't run the risk of spreading diseases or germs, right? Because like we talked about in the previous class, right? This is way before any technology of a microscope was invented, right? Moses did not have a microscope and he was not looking at microscopic organisms that was crawling around on the temple surfaces. But yet he knew and understood that there is living organisms that the naked eye cannot just see. You get what I'm saying? Unless it's under a microscope. Right? Now we know that exists today because the whole pandemic, shed light on it even more. But even as a child, we always been taught to make sure you wash your hands when you sneeze, use a tissue and all of that stuff. So that way you don't spread germs. You know what I'm saying? So with this law, that's what it's all about. Right? This woman on her cycle, there is microorganisms in her blood. Right? This person that's being unclean, lying with her, gets around somebody else. Guess what? He's spreading those germs. So to prohibit that or to alleviate from that, the Lord implemented a law to where we take a bath and quarantine ourselves as a man for 7 days. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, then you can come around the congregation. Now, if he is aware, right? Like I said, in some cases where she tracks it, she knows, or let's say she didn't track it, but she came on her flower, and now she's taking the precautions to make sure that she maintains her a level of sanitary, right, or sanitation, right. Now, let's say he is aware. Now, read the other verse that you had a question on. Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 18. And if any man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered her fountain, and she hath uncovered the fountain of her blood.
It's like, yeah, hear me?
Come.
Okay, you can read that one more time.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 18. And if any man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath he had discovered her fountain, and she have uncovered a fountain of her blood.
Hmm.
Both of them, both of them shall be cut off from among their people.
Listen, if Itazai, I don't know if you still with me. If you hear me, if you could, Baba Kashab, pull up that video of a track that a sister made called "Running the Red Light." Baba Kashab. Somebody can. I don't know the name of the song. I don't know who sings it. Right, right. There is a new artist out there. You know what I mean? Look at that. He got it on cue already. Is that it? Most High Christ. This is what this verse is talking about
Like,
right
I'm
here,
cool.
Luke. Right? So the other verse that you reread from was him being unaware. Now this is he is aware, right? This is what the Lord don't want us to do.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Like nigga run the red light. I wanna get down on the edge of the bed with the tail. We can go a couple rounds. Dick a bloody bitch. Red light, nigga run the red light. I wanna get run the red light, nigga run the red light.
Hey, pause that real quick. That shit sounds wild. So like I'm cursing and whatnot, but that sounds wild, bro. That sounds crazy. Do you know what she means by when she says run the red light? Maybe she'll explain it. So play some more Itazai. My bad. Play some more. Play some more. I'm gonna cover my ears while you play it. Salagi.
Stopping that like say no bitch. I'm on shit. What he gonna get? Told my brother he was packing. I was packing till he gave me some act. I wasn't thinking about it. Twice went to the bathroom like I just bled over myself. He was with it. Perks was kicking. He was itching. Told him lick it.
All
Tempo
right,
in it. He was tripping, but he
Salaki, my bad. All right, that's enough. The water, Salaki. Read that verse one more time, Luke.
Oh God.
Read that one more time.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 18. And and if and if a man shall lie with a woman having a sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered a fountain, and she hath uncovered a fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people.
God, that emoji right there is what perfectly describes how I feel when I hear that, John. Like that is disgusting. That is nasty, bro. Nasty, disgusting, man. You know what I mean? That's sick. You know what I mean? Like she got some type of deviancy with her being smashed while she's on her cycle. Like it's wild, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like that shit is not cool, not appeasing. It don't sound fire. I don't know what drug she was on when she was in the studio, who hyped her up, but that's not it. It's not it at all, man. You know what I mean? We have laws, and that's for us. You know what I mean? We are a civilized people, black people. Let's get it together. Stop all this bull crap.
Right.
You know what I mean? We trying to be famous. I understand. You want your 15 seconds of fame. You want some notoriety. So you're gonna try to say the most outlandish stuff to get recognition. You know what I'm saying? Get your stuff together, man. You know what I mean? Stuff like that is child's play. All right? We are civilized, sanitary people. You know what I'm saying? We have decency and decorum about ourselves. And never has it ever been acceptable for some cat to want to slide up, in some broad while she on a cycle. That is disgusting. And if you're doing that, guess what? The Lord said he's going to cut you off. Cut you off. You know what it feels like to be cut off from your nation? It feels like slavery. That's what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? It feels like oppression. It feels like being in America for 400 years. That's what it feels like being cut off. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Either we're going to
Right.
stop sleeping with each other while we're on our period, or we're going to just stay in captivity. I don't know what the hell. Is it that really that important? Is it really that enjoyable? Which one we going to choose? We're going to choose slavery over this. Which one we want? You know what I mean? Make it make sense, man. It's just ridiculous. it's child's play. You know what I mean? I hope she's not really doing this. Well, there is people out there that do run the red light, and if you do, the Lord is not messing with you. You're disgusting. You know what I mean? You need to get help. You know what I'm saying? You're sick. All right. So that's what that's talking about, Luke.
Two out of one.
All right, most on Christ. All right. So I said perks. Yeah, that's some drugs, man. That's all them drugs they be on. You know what I mean? Like this is something that our kids is glorifying now. Like this is what's up. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody give me I'm gonna read. Let me get in the verse in the law where it says if your kids is unruly, bring them to the front of the congregation or to the gates, and everybody take a turn of enacting justice on this child. You know what? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Come on.
If somebody can grab that law real quick, let's go straight to it. All right, we're gonna match fire with fire. Y'all want to, glorify, raunchy behavior. I'm gonna take it to that level of extreme of the retaliation from God behind it.
So, like I say,
Go ahead.
that's just a product and the offspring of sex of red.
Man. Yeah, man. That's all her children. You know what I'm saying? Which is the product. God, which I was going God, I just want to mention, you know what I'm saying, which is all the product of the Jewish man, you know what I mean? Which own the labels as well too. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Rob.
No, that's kind of where I was going with it. Like, because it didn't start there. We used to make music about being in love. You know what I'm saying? I women used to make music about being in love with their man. But the label stopped wanting to promote that. They just didn't want to promote black love because black love produces what? Black babies.
Mm-hmm.
So if you stop producing black babies, then Esau has a field day. Now you can start producing baby mamas who don't really care about their kids. You can start producing baby daddies who don't really care about the wife or the kids. You understand? You don't have a family anymore. Now you have hood rats that you can keep in the ghetto, or better yet, throw them in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And the world can forget about them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna keep having babies, but at least we can lock their babies up for life.
Just like don't forget. Glorilla had pregnant sisters twerking on the headlights.
Mm-hmm.
These sisters pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them had babies with them. And that's the thing, like, they glorify and it's showing yourself like the standard of our sisters with following this kind of image procreates less black marriages, less two parent households. Like these sisters don't even consider the scene. They seeing like getting married. That's lame to them. Being with one man is lame. Like they losing out for having some dignity because of the promotion of the degradation of our sisters.
Damn right, man. Listen, what y'all brothers are saying is heavy, man. Give both of y'all a hand. You know what I mean? That's spot on. You know what I mean? Like, we're all seeing the effects of it. If you could, Isupk, right? And this is no conspiracy of what we're talking about. If you can also pull up the Breakfast Club interview with Leora Cohen, where it came out the horse's mouth, and he said it himself on what the agenda is in the music industry. Right? This is no conspiracy. Right? This is no, something we just hyping up that they possibly could be doing. No, this is something that they implement and strategize as a full-blown operation and making sure that your sons and daughters do not grow up to be decent adults. that don't grow up to get rid of all the plagues and curses that we suffer from day in and day out, to continue the cycle that their parents was once in. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand the trauma of having a single parent household, what that produces for a child. Right? I'm not saying that you can't grow up to be a decent human being if you were just raised by your mother. I understand there's some people that have been raised by their mother, right? But the thing is, it's not supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? How much far more better you would have been if there was a second parent there or a father figure there that can help alleviate all the other extra BS that you have to go through in your adult life, in your childhood. Right? It makes you more vulnerable to those things just to have a single parent household. Right? So to get rid of that, we have to do something brand new. We have to separate ourselves from these vultures, bro. These culture vultures that's telling our daughters to tell you to run a damn red light. And we ain't talking about street signs. You know what I'm saying? On a damn top of a car with a full-on baby in your belly. You're falling for the mousetrap. That's all you're doing. Falling for the mousetrap. Right? Did somebody get that verse of what the Lord said to do with unruly children?
Come on.
All right, you got that. Go ahead, Ward.
Come. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 18.
All right, this is Deuteronomy 21 and 18. All right, I'm going to give y'all a chance to get there. Deuteronomy 21 and 18. So y'all don't think we're just making this up. All right, we didn't write this book. We're reading out of the Bible. This is what the Bible says for the behavior that we're seeing our sons and daughters doing. Right? Now, of course, I'm not blaming the youth. Never, ever will I ever blame the youth. I'm not blaming the youth. But I'm trying to teach you responsibility, right? And the responsible thing to understand is there's always a consequence for your actions, right? That's when you start to grow up in an adulthood. When you start to learn and realize that there is consequences behind my actions, then you start to second guess certain actions that you do, right? It'll cause you to do that. You would be like, hey, wait, I can't do that because this might happen. Right? You start to become more responsible. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna read out of the Bible the consequence that can come behind living a unruly lifestyle as a youth. Right? Read on.
Come. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father, or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastised him, will not hearken unto them. Verse 19. Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him, and bring him out unto the elders of the city, and unto the gates of his place. Verse 20. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, This our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. Verse 21. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones.
Shall do what?
Shall stone him with stones.
You know who that law was made for? I'm gonna tell you, that law was made for niggas like me. You understand what I'm saying? That law was made for people that made mistakes, criminals, murderers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this book is made for us. Because all of us have done things that we know we wasn't supposed to be doing. And for the Lord to spare us, right? We owe him that much more. Because I know for sure, me growing up, you know what I'm saying? Listen, yeah, I was listen, I was a wild youth, man. You know what I mean? I was quick on my hands. You know what I'm saying? Even quicker on my feet. Listen, I used to love to fight, Lou. I'm telling you. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had to understand, right? What was greater at hand. And once the Lord implemented this law into my heart, which is my mind, right, and established the
Right.
fear of the Lord, I understood what I was doing was wrong. That's all it is, right? You just got to understand how to fear God, man. Because God is not coming to play with you. All that soft parenting bullcrap people be talking about now in 2023, guess what? You could throw that out the window. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? There's a time and place for everything. Yes, there's a time to be soft and gentle with your child, so that way they can be nurtured up. You know what I'm saying? And there's also time to be severe with them, to sit them down and let them know what they're doing is wrong. And instead of God stoning me, guess what? That's what he did for me. He sat my black ass down. You know what I'm saying? They said, child, get your shit together. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they had no other way around it, right? But this is something that's in our law. And this is going to be reestablished when Christ returns. When Christ returns, if your kids out there ain't acting right, this is what's going to happen to them. Read that one more time. Read that last part.
Khan, verse 21. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stone, that he die.
That he does what?
Show that he die.
Listen, man. I don't want you to die. I'm trying to tell you. Sexy Red, I don't want you to die. You know what I mean? Who else? Glorilla, whoever she got going on. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we out here to do. You know what I mean? We're not out here to, condemn you to death. Nah, man. We're not trying to do that, man. We understand as well we deserve this same punishment. And learning from the error of our ways, we're trying to forewarn you of what's to come. If you continue to rebel against God, the consequence of it is death. That's all it is. Even as a youth, man. And I'm trying to tell you, man, most of these brothers on this page, on this live stream, can tell you, growing up, how many of their friends' lives was lost that they grew up with. They childhood friends they couldn't grow old with. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that nobody wants to experience, man. But yet we experience this stuff like this because we don't want to listen to God, man. But we want to listen to cats like him. You know who that is? That's Leroy Cohen, a Jewish man. Jewish. Make sure y'all hear that, right? Israeli. He has money. And he owns all these record labels that people like Glorilla and Sexy Red is signing to. Guess what he does in making sure that our people follow that garbage. This is what he does, right? Go ahead, play that. The water feet, bringing that up.
Crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Look at that.
Because I already answered.
Ooh, listen. I pray to the Lord I make it to the kingdom. You know what I mean? If I could, Baba Kashada, I hope the Lord have mercy on me. Listen, I'm calling dibs on him. Salaki. You know what I mean? He gonna work the cotton field. You know what I mean? He gonna have 40 lashes every day, every night. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And by the time he reaches a certain age, it's off with his head. That's it. When he can't work no more, listen. I'm speaking on stuff I'm not supposed to be speaking on. But listen, this is what they deserve, man, for what they did unto us. The Bible says reward them double, man. And if this don't infuriate you, I don't know what will. You know what I mean? Somebody said Salaki?
Salaki, sir. I was just gonna say, as you call dibs on him, as you giving him the lashes, he better sing some of those record label songs.
Right, he better get hitting the whatever the you know the new dances they got. He better be getting hit that. Yeah, I mean, play that real quick. Actually,
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
I don't think that's hypocritical though.
It's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got sick. Yeah. I got people to feed.
one more time, Mike.
I got a business really rough, particularly on women. But I think it helped change the course of the crack epidemic. I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
Well, being a crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
I don't think that's hypocritical though. You're
saying it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got business to run.
You're gonna make.
Listen, I'm facing the East, man, for that devil before I go to sleep. You know what I mean? I pray the Lord that the Lord gives me the opportunity to get a grasp on this devil net. You get what I'm saying? If I make it to the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand what he's saying. He's saying that he has a family to feed. Because he has a family to feed, he's going to allow your sons and daughters to rap about the nonsense that they rapping about, to promote that nonsense that they promoting in their music videos. Meanwhile, in his community, they don't listen to that garbage. Neither do they pattern their life. Listen, hip hop is a culture, man. It's a lifestyle. If you don't think it's influential, you're sadly mistaking yourself. You're only lying to yourself. All these entertainers have a certain level of influence. And whatever they say and do, our young siblings, children, sons and daughters, is going to follow it. You're going to follow it. If they was out there promoting positivity, to loving each other, to brotherhood, guess what these young children are going to do? They're going to do the same thing. If it was promoting laws and keeping the laws of God and serving the Most High, guess what these youth is going to do? The same thing. But Leo Coins knows by getting our children to rap about this nonsense that the younger youth is going to do the same thing, man. And he don't give a damn because he got a family to feed. That is a disgusting devil, man.
Basically,
and I'll be damned if I gotta pray for Palestine or Israeli. Go ahead, you got it.
Amazing. So basically, what he's saying is his family is more important than your family, which ain't a problem because my family is more important than his family. But what we should all realize is that we should be more important to us than them.
Right. Damn right. Get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody wants us to love everybody and, stop preaching hate. Stop reading the Bible that says that God hated Esau. Stop reading that. And let's love these people, what these people want us to listen to music that promotes drug use and abuse. We want it because they have to feed their family. So in order for them to feed their family, your family has to be unalive.
Okay. And listen, devils like him are in the studio right there with him. It's not like these artists are just writing this out of their mind, right? He's in the studio with them and telling them, nah, say it like this. Nah, say that.
Yep.
Nah, put that in the verse. Nah, don't do that. Do this. Make this, do this, do that, all of that. Go ahead.
If I may, sir, my bad, not to cut you off, just to back you up on what you're saying. On top of that, like they're like even if they're not in the studio, you know what they do? They have like listening parties. And they'll listen
Yeah.
to the track before they put it out. And they'll tell them, what is this? What is this, Jerome? What are you doing? You're trying to make money here. You gotta give me some of that hip hop stuff, man. You gotta give me that, you gotta give me that raw stuff, man. What is this? That's what they do. And they'll pressure you into rapping about thug stuff and drugs because that's what's going to sell. They know what's going to sell because they look at their charts, they look at their what's it called? Their insights when they selling records, and they got this genre of music, and then they got this genre of music, and they see that this genre of music sells more, it makes more money. So they say, hey, no, you gotta rap about that stuff. You can't rap about loving everybody and having fun, and you gotta rap about drug abuse. Rap about lean, pop a perk. That's what they want you to rap about. Oh, show some butt. Show some butt cheeks. You're not showing enough butt cheek, Ice Spice. When you get out on that stage, nobody's gonna cheer you on unless you show your butt cheeks. So you gotta show your butt cheeks at every show. Because nobody's gonna come to your shows ever again.
It's a lot.
Damn right. Go ahead, Oscar. Now.
If I may, back up what Officer Oxizab saying, there's only two styles of music. For the man, it's violence, drugs, guns, death. For the women, be promiscuous. Sex sells. They got to damn near be whores to sell a record. Nobody don't want to hear about you raising your child or loving somebody or caring about somebody. They want to see you, like I just said, shaking your behind, telling them how you slept with this man and that man and this man, and you got a purse for that. Only on two. If you're not on that agenda, if you're not on those two agendas, they will put you on the shelf. If you right here rapping about some good conscious stuff and uplifting stuff, they will put you on the shelf. If you out here rapping about, if you're a woman, if you out here rapping about being a one husband woman and having dignity and caring about yourself and having pride about yourself, they will put you on the shelf. It's lucky.
Nah, y'all brothers is exactly right, man. You know what I mean? And he is the blame. That guy right there, Leo Coin, is the blame. Music execs, these major record labels, they are the ones to blame. For like Sexy Red, for people like Glorilla, for people like King Von, for people like whoever out there, you know what I'm saying, them young thugs and all of that stuff. Right? That's out there that's teaching our people to do things that's against the laws of God, promoting that nonsense. He is the blame for that, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Salaki,
These
sir.
people are guilty. Go ahead. Somebody said Salaki.
Yeah, con sir. And just and what you said is heavy too, because they know they the most gangsters people in the industry. They know you can't you can't call yourself a gangster if you only doing thug stuff to people that look like you, but you wouldn't dare touch a white man or a Chinese man or a so-called Jewish man. You won't go rob him and stick him up, but you'll stay oppressing your neighborhood and people in your neighborhood. It's like gangsters, they do it to everybody, not just somebody that look like them.
Right.
Look at the gangsters, the movies in the back in the days, they was going against everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
they the original gangsters, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Jewish mob back in the 1920s trying to rebel against the prohibition. They had to find a way to feed themselves, so guess what? They resorted to white collar crime, to being criminals. And our people pattern our behavior after that, man. You know what I'm saying? When that's not black culture.
You understand what I'm saying? Like being a hoe is not black. I don't know what I got that confused from. Your own is not black culture. It's just not. You know what I mean? That's not who we are. It seems like as if this is part of our blackness.
Lucky, sir.
They are the reason why. Somebody says Salakia?
Oh my God, they gonna tell you don't know how to have fun. That's what they gonna tell you, sir.
You don't know how to. You're right. We just, we're being too strict about it. You know what I'm saying? We're not. So like you. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, John.
Lucky, I was saying they be saying you too serious.
Right.
Serious.
I mean, if you don't, how many abortions a year? If you can pull that up, you can pull up how many abortions in a year within the black community. Baba Kashaf. Right? If you don't take this serious, man, I don't know what is. I don't know. Somebody give me Ecclesiastes 7:7, Baba Kashaf. And then I'm gonna get Ezekiel. But let me get Ecclesiastes real quick, 7:7. Right? This is the problem, right? Right? Our people will get docile by receiving little trinkets from our oppressors. Right. Remember 2020, man? Listen, I thought the revolution was in full effect in 2020, you know what I mean? I thought this is it. They said the revolution wouldn't be televised. I thought in 2020, it's going to be televised. This is it. We about to get freedom, liberation. Everybody was a revolutionist in 2020. It was all about black power. So much so they made the municipality paint Black Lives Matter on every major city in America. What happened? What happened to the drive? What happened to the motivation? Do Black lives still matter? Then there would not be no Sexy Red out there if it really did matter. There would be no out there, no King Von. There'll be none of that going on. If Black lives really matter, there will be no how many abortions? Did anybody find that?
I'm looking at it right now, sir.
Okay. No sweat. Right? If we could get 7-7.
I think it was like 600,000.
600,000. 600,000 a year. And you want to tell me Black Lives Matter? And what did you do in 2020? Put a black screen on your profile picture? That's what you did? Oh, that's what you did for them 6,000 babies, huh? You got a paintbrush, a red, black, and green paintbrush, and painted on the sidewalk. That's what you did. Okay, that's equivalent to 6,000 babies being aborted every year in the black community. All right, if y'all really want change, there's only one way to get it. It's called morality, right? Separation, right? Go ahead, soldier.
615,911 legal, not illegal, legal abortions. So that's just the ones they have on record.
615,000. God damn, that's a little bit more than 500,000.
Oh wait, Slocky. It's more than that. This is before. It says, wow. I'm gonna just start from the beginning. It looks like it says Guts Matcher recorded more than 1.5 million abortions in the U.S. in 1991. About 2/3 more than the 930,000 and 160 it reported for 2020. The CDC reported just over 1 million abortions in 1991 and 620,000 and 327 in 2020. looking at just the District of Columbia and the 47 states that reported figures in both years.
That's sad, man. That is sad, bro. That is sad.
So that's so
600,000.
CDC reported 600,000, but Goods Matcher Institute reported 900,000, 930,000. But that could be, yeah, I don't know, that could be inflated or whatever. But we know that there are more abortions than what are on record.
That is wild, man. That is crazy. If you don't think changing your life is not serious, this is all fun and games. All right, we're heading to destruction, man. If we don't do something fast, right? Somebody you got the Ecclesiastes 7:7? Somebody?
Come on.
No, you got that word.
This is This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Oppression does what?
Maketh a wise man mad.
Maketh a wise man mad. Oppression makes a wise man mad. You know what I'm saying? If you're wise enough, you have to be aware that you're being oppressed. And that should move you to do something about it. That should move you to want to make a change, man. Because this fight has not stopped. It has not stopped, man. We're still in a detrimental state even after 2020. We still need help. I don't know why the protesting stopped, man. You should have kept on going. Because ain't nothing changed. Right? Read on.
Come. And a gift destroyeth the heart.
A what?
A gift destroyeth the heart.
That's what cats like Lear Cohen got for these artists, right? He gives them a gift. That gift being a $1 million contract, $2 million contract, this sneaker deal, this movie deal, right? And the Bible says a gift destroys the heart. What does that mean? What is that talking about?
Salakasha.
Go ahead.
Meaning, as we go through oppression, right? Like, and we being oppressed by, these Edomites and stuff like that. They give us, with the social grants and stuff like that, to keep us like, can I say, like docile, like instead of we being being upset about our oppression and literally doing something about it, they do not do what they're supposed to do because they are getting what they say welfare and those type of things.
God, like
And they
government
get those
assistance. Yeah.
constant. They get those type of things, and saying like those type of things. Make the people docile, and
God, nah, yeah, that's exactly right, man. You know what I mean? Because we would think that a gift will make you happy. Receiving a gift, right? Receiving a gift every day will make you happy, right? But those things can use to pull you away from your integrity, right? What people call a bribe, like you bribing somebody,
right?
In order to pull you away from your integrity, from the things that you know is right, you will curve your integrity just to receive a reward on this earth, just to receive wealth and gain, right? And the Bible is forewarning you of that, man. You know what I mean? Well, guess what? There's still an opportunity to change. Let me get Ezekiel 33:11 real quick. If I could get a time check as well. All right, let me get Ezekiel 33 and 11.
So Ezekiel 33 and 11, sir.
Come, Baba Kashab.
Come. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 11. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked.
He has what?
No pleasure in the death of the wicked.
Right. This is speaking in reference of the children of Israel. Nobody else, man. Right. This is the privilege that we have as being God's chosen people. Right. He's willing to give you a second chance and nobody else. Right. This is not written out for people like Leor Cohen. It's not written out for people like Donald Sterling, Donald Trump, or Benjamin Netanyahu. You know what I mean? Their opportunity is now. This is all they're given right now. It's all they got to exist on. Right? And they're trying to utilize it as much as they can. They're trying to exhaust whatever they could exhaust until it all runs out. For us, God is trying to give us an opportunity for it to never run out for us. Because we are God's chosen people. For Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, it is not meant for us to live this wicked lifestyle, man. For them, it's okay. Because they're not chosen by God. But for us, it's not okay. You know what I mean? It's like you being a parent. Right? You are concerned of what your kids do. Regardless if your kids come home and tell you, well, Jimmy mom allows him to eat ice cream before dinner. Why can't I do it? As a parent, your natural response is going to be, well, hell, I don't give a damn what Jimmy mom tells him to do. You're my child. And this is what we're going to do in our household. And that's the same thing when it comes with God. He's not concerned with nobody else but us. And he has rules that we have to abide by. Laws, statutes, and commandments that we have to abide by. We can't be doing what they doing. They are wicked by nature, criminals by nature, thugs by nature, drug dealers, whores, prostitutes by nature. Our people are royalty, righteous, civil people, man. Right? Read on.
But that the wicked turn from his way and live.
That the wicked do what?
Turn from his way and live.
How did they do that? How they do that? How could somebody wicked turn from their ways so they can live?
Like it.
What they got to do?
Like it.
Go ahead.
By repenting and starting to obey the commandments of God.
All right. By keeping the commandments of God. That's how you live, man. Not by the little gifts that the oppressor gives you. Those things run out, man. Think about of all the entertainers that was popping back in the 90s, early 2000s, most of them you don't even hear about. You know what I'm saying? These cats getting high-paid contract deals from these record labels, rapping about all type of stuff, traveling the world. Give them at least 5 years, you don't never hear from them again. Some of them even driven themselves to be broke. Because stuff like that don't last, man. If you really want to live and be wealthy, but not rich, I'm talking about wealthy with resources and with land and with culture and with a family, you have to keep the commandments of God, man. You have to keep the commandments. Because the Lord is not seeking to kill you off, man. He wants you to live. What it say in the scriptures that the angels rejoice over 99, something like that? I'm paraphrasing.
It was one.
Even the angels rejoice. Right? He glad to see you come out the hood and change your life. He loves to see brother like Jaheem put morality on. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Wear morality like it's a clothing. He loves to see people like young man Luke come and change their life and learn how to be moral and a decent human being. That's stuff like that the Lord is pleased with, man. Because this immoral behavior is furthering our destruction, man. and we learn this behavior from these other nations. Right? Now, somebody give me Revelations 18:4, and this is going to be my last one. Right? We learn this stuff from the other nations, man. And listen, we hear the doctrine out there as well, too. We hear all y'all, you Israelites, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you figs out there, you know, I'm talking about 2/3 this and 2/3 that. Yes, we understand the scripture does talk about 2/3. It's written all over the Bible. But yet, who is willing to go out there and speak for the 2/3? To give them an opportunity to change their life. Who are you to say who the 2/3 is going to be and who's not going to be the 2/3? If anything, right, you deserve to be the 2/3. You get what I'm saying? All of us done messed up, man.
Okay.
If you really want salvation, how much do you really love black people? Because that's what it really comes down to. Your love for God is not based upon how, you know, holy you keep the Sabbath or how many times you say Shabbat Shalom. The foundation of your righteousness is your love for your people, man. And if you really love God, you will love God's people too. And you will do whatever it takes to make sure that all of us get an opportunity to be saved and change our life. The same opportunity you was given as well too. Right? Somebody said Salakia.
Come, sir. I was just gonna say, when you were speaking about the 2/3 and stuff, I got an auntie that believes she a part of the 144,000. She's strong. I'm like, nobody knows if they're a part. She trying to tell me, nah, you gonna know. You supposed to know if you're a part of it.
Yeah. And here, listen, here's the thing as well too. Here in the ISUPK, this is what we're establishing, right? We're establishing a opportunity to position ourselves as the 144,000, right? We don't accept nothing else but perfection in here. That's what we want. And if you're not in here, you're not on the road to 144,000. I'm just telling you straight up, right? Because what it say, wide and open is the gate to destruction. But it's narrow and long, I'm saying, it's a lot of paraphrasing, is the road to righteousness, man. Not too many people are willing to actually change their life. There's something that comes with serving God, not just words or a happy feeling. There's actually action behind serving God. You can't just say it all the time. There's something that has to change about you. And if you're not willing to give up the things that God does not accept on this earth, you will never be considered 144,000. If you're not striving for perfection, you will never be considered 144,000. All right, because we're trying to establish that government here, perfection, because Christ deserves it, man. I mean, damn. Can he at least get a righteous kingdom on this earth? I mean, the brother died and did everything for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you're going to come here and expect anything less than that? He gave it his all? Stop playing with yourself, man. Listen. Don't be a hypocrite, man. You know what I'm saying? If you understand that you don't want that same thing done unto you, right? You don't like people playing with you. You don't like people misusing you. So don't misuse God. Right? Somebody got that Revelations 18:4?
Come.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
Which people?
My people.
My people. That talks about what? Belonging to. Right? My people. Not all people. My people. Who is the people that belong to God? That is so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Because we are the children of Israel. And the Lord is commanding us that we come out of her. my people. Her is talking about this place called America, Babylon. Right? He's not saying to come out of her physically, but come out of her spiritually.
Right.
The idea of the American dream, all of that bull crap, the lies, the philosophy you've been taught. We are to come out of that mind state, come out of that spirit and put it on our rightful spirit as the righteous and moral people of the earth. Right? Read on.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That you be not partakers of her sins, man. Like, this place is full of all type of deviancies and lewdness and greed, corruption. I mean, damn, there is no standard out here. The thing is, too, America is so influential, like places outside of the country even mimic the bad behavior of America, right? I had an opportunity to even live outside of the country, right? And I was living in the islands. They had people out there gang banging, right? Bloods and Crips. They never even been to California, let alone don't even know what a Pyru, none of that stuff is, right? But they see that stuff being promoted, you know what I mean, on the TV screen, on the music, by these record labels, and they want to mimic that. Don't even know why they're mimicking it, but it looks fun to do, man. And that's how much power of influence America holds, man. That's why the Lord calls this place Babylon the Great. That's why a great judgment is coming to this place in particular, because this place holds the key of influence over the whole entire earth. Everybody want to be like Americans, even the ones that hate them. Some way, somehow, they you know what I'm saying, they put on a little bit of American culture to their day-to-day living. But guess what? The Lord is seeing what America is doing. And the Lord is getting ready to judge this place. Like he did with Egypt, like he did in Rome, like he did in Greece, like he did all over the old earth with nation after nation. Guess what? America is no different. Read on.
And that he received none of her plagues.
Any more?
Lots.
That was it on that?
On that verse, I don't want.
Okay, what did the next verse say? That was it?
Come. Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
For her sins has reached unto heaven, man. God has taken note. He's seen what happened to George Floyd. He's seen what happened to Emmett Till. While you gave up the banner to want to fight and protest, God is still infuriated over it. He's still upset. And he's getting ready to send his son, Yahushua, who the world knows as Jesus Christ, to come to reign on this earth and to bring about his judgment, man. But before that happens, he's calling for everybody that's a Black, Native Indian, or Hispanic descent, you know what I mean, to come and change their life. Change your life, man. Keep the laws of God. Put down the pork. It's not worth your life. Running red lights is not worth your life. Selling dope is not worth your life, man. I'm telling you, seems fun to do now, man, but it's not worth it at the end. At the end, we can receive something greater on this earth. All right, so with that, anything y'all brothers want to add? All right, with that, man, I'm going to go ahead and end the class. Water, everybody that hop on. Big up, Officer Itazar. Big up, Officer Kanat. Young man Lou, damn right. Give it up, man. Young man Lou, young man Jaheem. Everybody in the chat as well. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. We got the cookout coming up. Winter Wars cookout. Riviera Beach is going down December 21st to December 23rd. Man, make sure you come through. All the information is on the our Facebook. So make sure you go on the Facebook, follow us on Facebook, follow us on all social media sites, so that way you can be in the loop. War as usual, man. If y'all want to hear more of us talking about things that's going on, what you think? We getting down today? Oh, you must have stepped away. Yeah, man. War as usual, man. Make sure y'all subscribe and do all that stuff, man. Make sure y'all share the content. You know what I'm saying? And hit the like button, y'all. So with that, shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
All right.
Damn.